Hey guys, Caped here. Citadelle Des Morts is a little over a week from releasing at the recording of this video. We're gonna get a returning perk. I do not believe we're gonna get a brand new perk. I think it's gonna be a returning one. We have 5 options here. We have Double Tap, we have Mule Kick, we have Tombstone, we have Vulturade, or Death Perception. Now I wanna start with Double Tap, right? So this is the front running one that a lot of people are wanting and a lot of people are thinking is coming back. It's one of the Fab 4 perks from back all the way in Verrückt in World at War. And we have a new screenshot that came out today, a third one. And if you look in the top right corner, and I could be reaching here, let me know what you think this looks like in the comments below. It kind of has an orange hue and it kind of resembles a perk machine to me. Now, also on Twitter, somebody said that it kind of looks like a zombie's head tilted to the side with glowing eyes, and I could see that too. But if it's a perk machine, it could either be stamina or Double Tap. Also on Twitter, last thing about Double Tap, Elgato said they replied to Treyarch's tweet about the patch notes, specifically the line where it says players on controllers can now double tap left on the D-pad to inspect weapons in the firing range. Now that would be a very subtle way if I was going to hint that Double Tap's coming back. If I was Treyarch, that's the way I would probably do it. Do it in the patch notes regarding multiplayer. Now, something else interesting about Double Tap is in the iDead bundle pack, the Marine SP shotgun has a blueprint, and on the slide on the bottom, it says Double Tap on it. Now, that's all I'm going to say about Double Tap. I personally think it's going to be Double Tap in Citadelle Des Morts, but we honestly don't know 100% sure what perk it's going to be. Now, Mule Kick, I can't remember, let me know in the comments below where this was said, but somebody reached out to a member of Treyarch and said, are we gonna get Mule Kick back? And the member of Treyarch said, yes, but which map? Something to that effect. So we're gonna get it back, but it's depends, are we gonna get it now or later? So it's coming, unless the member of Treyarch was kind of trolling and messing with this person. Let me know who that was, because I can't actually remember. I do remember seeing it on Twitter, but I couldn't find it again. But let me know down in the comments below if you guys remember who that was. But Mule Kick would be awesome if it came back, because we would get an extra weapon slot and we would have a dedicated melee. We did not have that back in Black Ops 1 and 2 when Mule Kick came out. We didn't have that. Even in Black Ops 3, we didn't have a dedicated melee when Mule Kick was in the game. So it would be cool if they played into that dedicated melee slot with Mule Kick being added in Black Ops 6. And I would love to see the major and minor augments with that as well. Tombstone is a very interesting one. Tombstone is very interesting because back in Black Ops 2, it was only a co-op perk, simply for the fact that you had to completely bleed out for you to get the benefits of the perk. You had to essentially die out, respawn the next round if your teammate survives, and go and get your Tombstone power up within 90 seconds. Now, if your Tombstone is way across the map, obviously you're not going to make it back in time. So I would love for them to bring Tombstone back and really give it a full-on remake, not just with the major and minor augments, but just kind of overhaul the perk in a way where you don't have to completely die out to be able to use this perk. Or if it's worth it in co-op to completely die out, you actually get more of a benefit in some way, shape, or form to completely bleed out rather than somebody bringing you back. Now, that's where the major and minor augments are going to really come into play. Also in the iDead bundle that you can buy, the XM4 blueprint on the foregrip for that, it has the emblem of Tombstone. So they're making little hints and nods here and there, little Easter eggs here and there. So I believe, and Tombstone is in the game files. So I believe with the hint of the XM4 and the iDead bundle with the handle, the emblem, I believe it's going to come back. And I would love for them to bring it back, and it totally blows the community away with how much they changed this perk in a good way, because everybody, me included, remembers Tombstone as just a throwaway perk. Like, there was not really any point to buy it. No point at all to buy it on solo. You couldn't. It wasn't even there. But not really a point to buying it on co-op either, because if you are playing with randoms, more times than not, they're gonna pick you up. And even friends, more times than not, you have to like scream and tell them, hey, let me die, I have Tombstone. But yeah, I would love to see them bring that back. Vulture Aid. Now, we've only had Vulture Aid in one map. We've only had it in Buried, and it was a very good perk. It was really good. Essentially, if you guys don't remember this perk, what you could do is you could kill zombies, and randomly they would have a chance to drop points and ammo, and they would also have a chance of spawning this kind of green mist on the ground, and you can stand in it kind of like Zombies Blood from Origins, except for it wasn't a power-up, it was just part of the perk. And it would make you invisible, and eventually the mist would go away and you wouldn't be invisible to the zombies anymore. Now, this was kind of crazy and a little broken because you could just survive so long with the perk, and I would love for them to bring it back, and even more so with the major and minor augments. I would love to see how they tinker around with Vulture's Aid with the augment system, because I think they could really do a lot with this perk with the augment system. They can mess around with the invisibility, longer duration. I know that's kind of boring upgrade, but I'm just kind of spitballing here. They can make it to where instead of points or ammo, it drops salvage or armor or both. You see what I'm saying? So they can tinker around and do a lot with this, and I think it's going to make a great addition to the game. Now, the last perk that we could see in Citadelle Des Morts is Death Perception. Now, from what I remember of this perk, it is my least out of the 5, even though Tombstone was co-op only and it was not that great of a perk. It's my least favorite one to come back from what I remember of the perk, and you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. You could see zombies through walls, and I don't remember if there was any augment system with that, but I know you could see zombies through walls, and they could tweak it and make it better in Black Ops 6 as just the perk alone, have a little more effects, and they could also obviously make it so much better with the augment system. So I would eventually like to see it come back, just not in Citadelle Des Morts. I think we would have a much stronger perk start in addition with double tap, mule kick, or tombstone, or even Vulture Aid. But at the end of the day, with the augment system, they can make a bad perk from the past, even Who's Who. If we ever see that perk again, if that perk ever gets to see the light of day again from Die Rise, arguably one of the worst perks ever made and put in place in zombies, if that perk ever sees the light of day and we still have the augment system, that perk can even be good. So honestly, I don't think with the augment system specifically, I do not think that there's going to be a terrible perk. Now, the perks are gonna vary which one is better than the other ones, right, based on the augments and their natural ability, but even Death Perception could be a great perk in this game. One last thing I want to say just on the perk system as a whole as we go through these DLCs, not just Citadelle Des Morts, but the 2, 3, and 4, whatever those maps are going to be. I think it would be nice, and don't get your pitchforks and torches out yet, guys. We're gonna have, if they add one perk per map, we already have 8, this will be the night, so we're gonna have a total of 12 potentially at DLC 4. So if they added in a perk limit for 8 perks that you can buy, right? If they add in that perk limit, and doing the Easter eggs on these maps makes it so you get all 12, let's say when DLC 4 comes out, they add in the limit, or maybe a little before, maybe they add it at, they just make it 8 after DLC 2 or something, for instance. You get all the perks after completing the Easter egg. So it would make doing the Easter eggs more viable, and it would make going for high rounds a little better, doing the Easter egg going into high rounds right after that, segueing into high rounds. Let me know what you think in the comments below about that idea. I'm just spitballing here. Don't flame me, but let me know what you think about that idea. Let me know what you think the new perk is gonna be in Citadelle Des Morts. Do you want to see Double Tap come back? Do you want to see Mule Kick, Tombstone, Vulture Aid, Death Perception? Or do you want to see a brand new perk? Do you want to see a brand new idea being implemented into the first DLC map? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, like it. Let me know what you think and subscribe. It really helps me out and it motivates me to make more videos like this and other ideas I have. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.